Hello, district partners. Welcome to our instructional video to provide information and updates on our new Statement of Eligibility form. We are excited to roll this form out for the 2024-2025 school year. Please note, throughout this video, we will refer to the Statement of Eligibility form as the SOE form and Texas Teachers of Tomorrow as TOT. The SOE form indicates that a candidate is immediately eligible for hire, which means completing all pre-service requirements and passing their content exams. This form should be completed in its entirety by a district representative once a candidate is hired. Its purpose is to provide all details of the teaching assignment, the assigned mentor teacher, and designated district representative. The form is then submitted to TOT for processing and to begin the recommendation process to obtain the candidate's intern or probationary teaching certificate. Before filling out the form, please read all the instructions. Here are a few important items to note. This is not a certificate nor a permit. This document confirms the candidate has been admitted into an approved educator preparation program for teacher certification in Texas. Candidates should provide this form to the hiring district to complete once a candidate has been hired. The district should include all necessary information about the teaching assignment and teacher's mentor, then submit the form to TOT for processing for recommendation. In cases of candidate resignation or termination, it is critical that the district informs TOT within 1 calendar week of the candidate's last day in the assignment. TOT will then send a certificate deactivation request to TEA within 2 calendar days of the candidate's last day. Once a candidate is hired and employment is obtained, it is the candidate's responsibility to provide the district with their SOE form, and the district's responsibility to submit the completed SOE form to TOT. Please note, once eligible, the candidate's SOE will be available for submission through the district portal as long as we have a job form on file for that candidate. The district portal is the recommended platform for submitting an SOE form. The processing time is much faster, and once submitted, you have the opportunity to download the completed form for employee files. Should you prefer to manually complete and submit the form via email, you can do so by emailing the form to soe@texasteachers.org. Filling out the SOE form. On page 1 of the SOE form, confirm that all candidate information is correct. In section 2, you will see each certification area the candidate is eligible for. This indicates the exams the candidate has passed. Please check the box next to the certification area the candidate is teaching. To note, certification areas should not be handwritten in this area. If any supplemental or additional exams are needed within the year, for example, ESL, SPED, etc., those exams will either need to be taken and passed prior to the intern certificate being recommended, or the candidate will need to wait and take the exam once their standard is recommended. The only exam candidates will have access to while on an intern certificate is the required PPR exam. No action is needed on section 3. This is for TOT. Moving on to section 4. This is where districts should provide all of the candidate's employment information. Read carefully and be sure to include assignment information, the campus, the grade, and the anticipated first day of instruction with students as a teacher of record on an intern or probationary certificate. It is important to note that candidates are required to teach a minimum of 240 minutes per day in their certification area for a total of 180 instructional days. Candidates cannot use uncertified teaching experience to meet time taught requirements. If a candidate was hired as an uncertified teacher and then received an intern or probationary certificate later in their assignment, they are still required to meet the entire time taught requirement after receiving their certificate. Moving on to page 2 of the SOE form. This is an important new part of the SOE form in alignment with Texas Administrative Code ruling that is meant to capture all the mentor information. Please read carefully and fully complete this section, then check the correct corresponding box. Box 1 should be checked if the mentor is an accomplished educator and meets all the listed criteria. Please ensure the mentor certification area exactly matches the intern teacher's certification area. If the mentor does not meet all the requirements for option 1, then box 2 should be checked and further clarification provided of the mentor's qualification. If the school does not have a teacher on campus who has at least 3 years of teaching experience and is currently certified in the candidate's certification area, then select the second box and indicate why the assigned mentor is the best suited for the candidate. Please read carefully and see the form for additional examples, then provide as much information as possible. Another addition to the form is section 6. In this area, please provide contact information for the specific district representative that is authorized to sign the SOE and provide all necessary information for the candidate's assignment. In this second optional portion, the district can add an additional contact that will also receive communication as it relates to the candidate's progress. Please note, if this portion is left blank, the individual signing the SOE will receive the initial email reviewing next steps for each candidate. This concludes our walkthrough of the new SOE form. We hope you found this information useful. For more information or any questions, contact your TOT regional representative or the list at texasteachers.org. Your regional representative will also be able to add any district personnel access to the district portal, should you need access. You are also welcome to call our district hotline at 877-342-1202.